ever wondered why diet and exercise no longer is working for you, it might be your hormones. Female hormones can affect your overall health, weight, and mood. Holistic health practitioner Dawn Cutillo is here today to explain why and shares helpful tips from her book, The Hormone Shift. We welcome her to Virginia this morning. Dawn, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
We could spend an entire hour
Yes, we
plus
can.
talking about the hormones. In a nutshell, the book and the hormones we need to kind of be watching out for.
Okay, correct. The reason I wrote the book is because I've been in the field for 25 years and I found that women usually over 35 start to have a real problem losing weight, and they're eating good and they're exercising. It's very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
So I thought, let's go over a couple of tips today, things that women can do that help narrow it down and figure out what the problem is. So I think that'd probably be the best place to start.
Absolutely, and today we're talking about losing 5 pounds a week, even over age 50. Age 50, is this the typical age that this starts, or is this a problem, a universal issue maybe for young women, middle-aged women, and as we get older?
It actually, I'm seeing a lot of younger girls being overweight, PCOS and things like that, but actually 35, 40 is when really women say it. So 50, definitely the issue almost hits everybody, and they just can't lose weight. So it's definitely a hormonal barrier, and we can break through it. And we get astonishing results. I've helped thousands of women. I lost 35 pounds myself. So I'm like the wounded healer. So.
And you're having a lot of folks that are coming to you saying, I am exercising like a champ, I am watching every calorie I'm, ingesting, and it's still not helping.
And it's still not working.
Okay.
So sometimes their doctors or personal trainers don't always believe them, but I believe them because I went through it myself.
Gotcha.
So there's some simple things. One of the first things to do is, would you believe you can actually cause your body to actually live off your own body fat instead of burning carbohydrates, almost like a bear in hibernation.
Okay.
There's new products now, actually glandulars, and they're in a homeopathic form, so they're very safe. Put them under your tongue, and they balance the glands of the body, like the thyroid gland and the adrenal gland, and it releases your fat into the bloodstream, and you use your fat to burn off. That's how you can lose weight so quickly. Now you would pair it with a lower calorie, lower fat diet, and the body uses your fat to live instead of burning carbohydrates.
Interesting.
And it balances your insulin levels, which then affects your female hormones.
Wow. And it is all interconnected. I was paging through, just getting familiar, and I remember this lesson from like 6th grade that we learned for a test, and then you tuck it away and you might not remember and think, oh, this really applies to me again. But it does. It's all interconnected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hormones control everything, our mood, our sleep, our weight, our overall health, even aging, even cancers. So they're very important. So women usually come to me to lose weight, but there's other benefits as well.
That's right. You see a lot of shifts. So we talked about number 1. Number 2, we've got a plate of food here.
Okay, this is all the things I'm saying probably not to eat.
Oh,
so
I thought it was second breakfast.
It looks like breakfast. Well, the biggest food sensitivities, not allergies, because you would know at this age if you had an allergy, are dairy and wheat.
Wow.
But the other ones are peanuts. That's one of tree nuts sometimes, but mainly peanuts, eggs, and even soy.
Okay.
So there's a real quick test women can do at home. It's called a Coca Pulse test. You wake up in the morning, let's say you eat a piece of wheat bread. I'm sorry, take your pulse first. Let's say your pulse is 70. Eat the wheat bread, take your pulse 5 minutes later. If your pulse goes up 5 points or more, it shows you're sensitive. And when you're sensitive to foods, you bloat, you gain weight, and it's almost impossible to lose weight. So it's important to figure out your food sensitivities, like I have one to wheat, and eliminate those foods, and that's going to help you lose weight quicker as well.
Interesting, interesting. So pulse test, take it before you consume, and then take it again after. And if you've really elevated, then
it's showing your heart rate's up and your body doesn't like that food.
Okay.
Is basically what it's saying, yes.
Now, step 3, this looks like a plain old glass of water.
Well, I thought, well, this will just be simple here. Get a glass of water, put it by your bed at night, because as soon as you wake up in the morning, and you got millions of things, the kids, the job, but as soon as you wake up, before you brush your teeth or eat, you see that glass of water, and if I don't mind saying, you spit into the glass of water. If the saliva floats, you're fine. If it gets all sinks or comes down, it's actually a good test to show if you access candida in your system. Now, candida is a yeast that all women have in the intestines, but it overgrows when our friendly bacteria has died down because of coffee, maybe certain prescription drugs, lack of sleep. And when this yeast overgrows, it makes you crave. Do you ever have a day you just crave sugar?
Oh, heck yeah.
Crave carbohydrates. That's what the candida yeast does.
Okay.
So this actually, so then what you do to solve it, if you know that, is you take high levels of probiotics. And that builds up your good bacteria, the yeast goes down as normal, your craving goes down, and you can lose weight easier.
Fascinating. So I'm keeping it by the bed, not to wake up and drink it right away. Just do my test and see where I am.
Just spit it in the morning. It just is a reminder, because in the
Okay.
morning you got to do it before you brush your teeth or eat.
Now, is this a daily daily test? Should I be doing this every day?
No, you do this once, then you take probiotics maybe for about a month.
Okay.
And then you retest again, and usually it'll go away pretty quickly.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have a fourth idea.
Okay, the last thing, and this is the most important, is to bring up your progesterone levels. Now, progesterone is a hormone we don't hear about a lot. We hear about estrogen, but progesterone is a fat burner, it's a diuretic, it helps you sleep, it reduces cravings, it helps your mood, and it even prevents female-related cancers. So most women are low in this hormone, and the reason is because our stress levels are so high. So when your cortisol goes up, your body steals your hormone, and that is an important hormone to have. So what I recommend is women use a natural cream form of a progesterone instead of a pill. It bypasses the digestive system, it goes right into the body. Within a week, women start to, my cravings are down, I'm sleeping better, my mood is better. It's amazing. And then it balances estrogen. And estrogen is the one that puts fat on you, makes you retain fluid, and puts you in a bad mood and causes you not to sleep.
Yeah.
So balancing these. So the one thing I tell women to do, we have a little free symptom-based questionnaire on our website. If people are like, I'm not sure if I have an imbalance, you can take that and you can see how bad your imbalance is and what to do about it.
Interesting, because they do work together, as we were saying.
Everything works together, yes.
Interesting. Dawn, great tips. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
We
having
appreciate
me.
it. Great advice. And of course, you do say in the beginning of the book, you know, make sure you've consulted with your doctor.
Correct.
Because these are things that you want to make sure are right for you before you go full force into it.
Correct.
But chances are they're going to be
They're
right
pretty
for you.
natural, and they get results fast, which is women like that. So
Excellent. Thank you, Dawn.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.